All right, so get this. Are you ready to make a movie? Like, really make a movie?
Oh, yeah.
Not just like messing around with filters on your phone.
Right.
Because today's deep dive is going to take us headfirst into this product
Okay.
that is promising to turn like everyone into Spielberg
Wow.
without even like a single clapperboard.
Interesting.
We're talking AI MovieMaker.
Okay.
And honestly, the marketing material they sent over had my jaw on the floor.
Really?
8K resolution in minutes to create actors' scripts, music, even uploading straight to Netflix. Color me skeptical,
Yeah.
but also wildly curious.
It's definitely tapping into that fascination we all have with AI right now.
Right.
And let's be real, the film industry is like RIKE for disruption. We've already seen AI dipping its toes into things like short clips and basic animation.
Yeah.
But a whole movie,
Yeah.
that's a whole other galaxy.
Right. And they're not shying away from bold claims either.
No.
They're like throwing around figures like users raking in $1,000 to $2,000 a day.
Wow.
Are we on the verge of some AI-powered film gold rush? I mean, imagine if anyone with a laptop could be the next big blockbuster director.
It's a tempting thought, isn't it? But let's rewind a bit before we get swept up in visions of dollar signs.
Okay.
We got to look at what's actually possible.
Right.
This AI movie maker claims to be using some seriously heavy-duty tech to pull this off.
Like what?
Think Jan's deep learning models, stuff that's still cutting edge, even in the research world.
Okay, pause for a sec.
Sure.
Jan's deep learning.
Yeah.
For the folks tuning in who aren't fluent in AI jargon, can you break that down?
Yeah.
What's actually going on under the hood?
Sure thing.
Okay.
Imagine you're teaching a computer to paint.
Okay.
Instead of giving it brushes and paint, you feed it thousands upon thousands of existing paintings.
Okay.
The computer analyzes those paintings, figures out the patterns and styles, and then uses that knowledge to create something new.
That's the basic idea behind these deep learning models.
Okay.
JANs, or generative adversarial networks.
Okay.
Take it a step further.
Okay.
It's like having two AI systems competing.
Yo.
One tries to create realistic content, while the other acts as a judge,
Right.
constantly pushing the first one to improve.
So it's like a constant artistic tug of war, pushing the AI to get better and better.
Exactly. And it's led to some pretty remarkable results.
Like what?
We've seen AI generating photorealistic faces, creating original music, even writing scripts.
Wow.
But the leap from those individual elements to a full-fledged movie,
Yeah.
that's a massive hurdle, even with the most advanced AI.
All right, so we've got this crazy, powerful, still developing tech at the heart of it.
Right.
But then there's the whole legal side of things.
Yeah.
Like if this AI is pulling inspiration from existing movie scripts or even just a director style, doesn't that open up a whole can of copyright worms?
It absolutely does.
And it's a question that's still very much being debated in legal circles.
Like what kind of question?
Who owns the copyright to AI-generated content?
Ooh, good question.
Is it the person who created the AI, the person using the AI tool?
Yeah.
Or is it something else entirely?
Yeah.
These are all questions that are still being worked out.
Right.
And it's something anyone using a tool like AI MovieMaker needs to be aware of.
Okay, so red flag number one.
Okay.
The technology might be amazing,
Right.
but it's still in its early days. And red flag number two,
Yeah.
there's a whole legal maze to navigate.
Right.
But let's be honest, we all got sucked in by that marketing, right?
Oh, yeah.
The minute I hit their website, bam,
Yeah.
a countdown timer.
Oh, yeah.
Screaming about a limited time offer I'm about to miss.
Yeah.
Is that even legal?
Well, whether it's legally questionable or just ethically iffy, it's definitely a tactic we've all seen before. The whole point is to trigger that FOMO.
That fear of missing out.
That fear of missing out. They want you clicking buy now before you've even had a chance to think critically about it.
And it's not just the countdown timer.
Right.
They're also splashing testimonials all over the place.
Oh, yeah?
People claiming they're making thousands of dollars a day thanks to AI MovieMaker.
Right.
But honestly, it all feels a bit too good to be true. Yeah.
Yeah, the too good to be true alarm bells are definitely ringing here.
Yeah.
And this is where we need to get savvy about the tactics being used.
Okay.
These testimonials, often there's no way to verify them.
Right.
It's easy to make up a glowing review or pay someone to say nice things.
Yeah.
They're banking on you getting swept up in the excitement without stopping to ask those critical questions.
And let's not forget the price tag.
Oh, right.
First, they hit you with this massive value of $8,785, all the features and bonuses you're supposedly getting.
Right. Yeah.
But then, boom, a limited time offer of $14.95.
Yeah.
Feels like a classic bait and switch.
Right. It's playing on that psychological principle of anchoring.
Anchoring.
They throw out that huge number first. So even though $14.95 might still be a lot for what you're actually getting,
Right.
it feels like a steal in comparison.
Oh.
These tactics are as old as marketing itself.
Yeah.
But with the shiny newness of AI, it's easy to get caught up in the hype.
I know, it's so shiny.
It's very shiny.
Okay, so we've established there's some serious tech behind this thing.
Right.
And the marketing is playing fast and loose with the truth.
Yeah.
But let's put on our optimistic hats for a minute.
Okay.
If we pretend AI MovieMaker actually delivers on what it's promising, like high-quality movies in minutes,
right,
what could the impact be?
Well, the potential upside is definitely intriguing.
Okay.
Think about it. Anyone with an idea and a laptop could suddenly become a filmmaker.
Right.
We could see a surge in creativity, a wave of independent films, voices, and stories that might never have had a platform before. It could truly democratize the industry.
Right, like those early days of YouTube where anyone could upload a video and potentially become a global sensation.
Yeah.
We could see a similar explosion in the film world,
right,
with people creating and sharing their own unique visions.
Exactly. And let's not forget the potential economic impact.
Oh, yeah, the money.
Traditional filmmaking is expensive.
Uh-huh.
You've got equipment crews, actors, the costs add up quickly.
Yeah.
But if AI can handle a lot of that heavy lifting,
right,
it could significantly lower the barrier to entry.
Wow.
We could see a whole new wave of entrepreneurial filmmakers.
That's exciting to think about, but let's flip the coin.
Okay.
What about the potential downsides?
Right.
I mean, we've all seen those dystopian sci-fi movies where robots take over everything. Are we on the path to a world where AI directors replace human filmmakers?
It's a valid concern,
Yeah,
and one that sparks a lot of debate. I don't think it's as simple as robots replacing humans. What's more likely is a shift in the roles and skills needed in the industry.
Okay.
Think of it like the transition from hand-drawn animation to computer animation.
Right.
It didn't eliminate the need for animators.
Yeah.
It changed the tools they used and the skills they needed to master.
So instead of fearing obsolescence,
Yeah.
maybe it's about adaptation.
Right.
Filmmakers embracing these new AI tools to enhance their creativity.
Right.
To do things that were previously impossible or too expensive.
Exactly. AI could become a powerful tool for collaboration.
Oh, wow.
Allowing filmmakers to push boundaries and tell stories in ways we haven't even imagined yet.
Yeah.
Imagine using AI to create breathtaking visual effects.
Oh, yeah.
Or to generate realistic historical settings.
Oh, that's cool.
The possibilities are endless.
Okay, so maybe it's not about robots versus humans.
Right.
But about humans and robots working together.
Exactly.
But still, something about all this feels a little unsettling. Like if a movie is completely generated by AI, is it truly art?
Right.
Where's the human heart, the emotional connection?
You've hit upon one of the biggest philosophical questions.
Oh, no.
Surrounding AI and creativity.
Okay.
Can an algorithm truly replicate human emotion and storytelling?
Right.
Or will AI-generated content always feel somewhat sterile?
Right. Because a good movie isn't just about fancy visuals or a clever plot. It's about connecting with the audience on an emotional level.
Yeah.
Making them feel something.
Exactly.
Can AI truly replicate that?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I don't think there's a simple answer.
Okay.
It depends on how you define art and emotion.
Right.
Some might argue that any form of creative expression, even if it's generated by an algorithm, can be considered art.
Right.
Others might say that true art requires human consciousness, experience, and intention.
And how will audiences react? I mean, will people embrace AI-created movies as readily as they do human-made films?
Yeah.
Or will there always be a sense of artificiality?
That's another fascinating question.
Yeah.
We're already seeing a growing acceptance of AI-generated content in areas like music and visual art.
Right.
Will that extend to film? It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it will come down to the quality of the content itself. If AI can create truly compelling, emotionally resonant stories, I think audiences will be open to it.
So it's not just about the tech.
Right.
It's about the stories, the characters, the emotions. It's about whether AI can truly capture what it means to be human.
Exactly. And this brings us back to AI MovieMaker.
Right.
While it's tempting to get caught up in the hype of the technology and the marketing promises,
Right.
we need to remember that at the end of the day, it's a tool.
Okay.
And the value of that tool depends entirely on how it's used.
It's like any new piece of technology.
Right.
It can be used for good or for not so good.
Yeah,
It all comes down to the humans behind the wheel.
precisely. And that's why it's crucial to have these conversations now, to think critically about the implications of AI in filmmaking before it becomes so ubiquitous that we don't even question it anymore.
So where does this all leave us? We've got this powerful but still developing tech.
Right.
We've got marketing hype that's pushing all the right buttons, or maybe the wrong ones.
Yeah.
And we've got these big philosophical questions about the future of filmmaking swirling around.
It's a lot.
What's the takeaway?
Yeah.
For our listeners who might be thinking, hey, maybe I should give this AI MovieMaker a shot.
I think the biggest takeaway is to proceed with caution.
Okay.
Don't get swept up in the hype.
Right.
Do your research. Look for independent reviews.
Okay.
And remember that shiny promises don't always translate to reality.
Right.
Especially in a field as complex as filmmaking.
Yeah.
Where the end product relies on so much more than just technical execution.
Right. Like even if the AI can spit out a technically perfect movie.
Yeah.
With stunning visuals and flawless editing.
Right.
Will it actually resonate with an audience?
Good question.
Will it have spark that emotional depth
Yeah.
that makes a movie truly great?
Yeah. That's the question, isn't it?
That's something to think about.
Absolutely. And this goes beyond just individual consumers.
Okay.
We need to be having broader conversations about the role of AI in filmmaking. How do we ensure that AI enhances human creativity rather than replacing it?
Right.
How do we navigate the legal complexities of copyright and ownership?
Yeah, that's a good question.
These are questions that will shape the future of the entire industry.
It's a wild time to be a film buff, isn't it?
It is.
It feels like we're standing on the edge of a whole new era.
Yeah.
And it's both exciting and a little bit scary.
It definitely is. And that's what makes these deep dives so fascinating.
Right.
We're not just exploring a specific product or technology. We're grappling with these big fundamental questions about the nature of creativity, the future of art, and what it means to be human in an increasingly technological world.
Okay, so to our amazing listeners, we want to hear from you.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on this whole AI filmmaking thing?
Yeah, let us know.
Are you intrigued, skeptical, or somewhere in between?
Right.
Head over to our website or social media and share your thoughts. We might even feature some of your insights in a future deep dive. Because ultimately, these technological advancements are going to impact all of us.
Right.
Whether we're filmmakers, film lovers, or just trying to navigate this crazy, ever-evolving world.
That's right.
The more informed and engaged we are, the better equipped we'll be to shape the future we want to see.
Exactly.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI filmmaking.
Yes, thank you.
It's been a mind-bending journey,
It has.
and we can't wait to see what unfolds next.
Me too.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.